Hello, are you ready for another bridge tip? Well, today we're going to be talking about opening leads. And I want you to think bridge, not just toss a card out there, but think bridge when deciding on your opening lead. Well, what does that mean? Opening leads can make or break a contract. Trick one's very, very important for lots of reasons, and one of them is finding the right lead. It's not always easy to find it, and even if we use some of the suggestions that we have been taught, such as lead partner suit, always a good idea, especially if you want to win the postmortem. Lead fourth best, that's good. It works many, many times. Lead the unbid suit, that's a good suggestion. Lead top of a sequence like King, Queen X, King, Queen XX, 10, 9, 8, 7. Second highest from a bad suit. Sometimes we don't hear that. We don't always lead highest from a bad suit unless it's like 9, 8, 7, where you lead the 9 because you have a sequence. But if you have 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, sometimes you lead second best. So the partner knows it's not anything good in the suit, but also not top of a sequence. But sometimes we can use the auction to guide us and think outside the box. That's what I mean about think bridge. Don't just play bridge, think bridge. We try to work on percentages, and no lead concept works all the time. Fourth best, partner suit, as we know. However, if there is a hint in the auction or our hand distribution, try to utilize that information. Use any hints you can. Let's take a look at some examples. Okay, here we have in the first example, it's gone 1 spade, 2 spades, 4 spades, all pass. South opened the spade and you're west. Okay, so here you hold this hand by west. There's lots of leads that could be working for you. I can think of several leads that I might choose from. What lead would you make and what's your reasoning? Let you think about it for a second. Lots of good options. Well, in this hand, we have long trump. Okay, we do have the top of a sequence 10, 9, 8. That would be a safe lead, a passive lead. Okay, leading our singleton, we have a singleton. That would be an attacking lead. We want to look for a ruff. However, when we have long trump, as we do in this hand, many times it's best to try to shorten the declares trump so that you can have control of the hand. And how do we do that? Well, another aggressive lead would be to tap declarer. So what's your long suit here? Your long suit is diamonds. And even though it is unusual to lead an unsupported ace, especially from a sequence like this, ace, jack, 10, it is your longest suit. And sometimes you'll find out that it gives you very good results. So let's take a look at all 4 hands we can see. If we lead the ace of diamonds, it's true that we're leading into the king. This particular case, we're lucky because they have the singleton king. But if they had king X, we're still trying to develop the tap suit. So here we'd lead the ace of diamonds, and our partner probably would play us for the king until the king falls. Then they would know. And we would continue a diamond. And by doing that, the declarer has to ruff. And now our trump lengths are equal. We both have 4 trump. So if he goes to pull all the trump, then when your partner gets in with the ace of clubs, you're going to take a whole bunch of diamonds. Now let's take a look at if you had led your singleton club. You lead your singleton club, declarer is going to work out the position of the club suit. He'll guess it. Your partner will win the ace and give you a ruff, but you're only going to be able to take the ace of clubs, a club ruff, and the ace of diamonds. However, as you can see, if we lead the ace of diamonds, our long suit, and declarer cannot pull all the trump, well, he's going to have problems. So what sets the contract? The tap. You will end up getting an extra trick by leading your long suit. If you lead a diamond and continue, as you can see, and he's tapped, he can't pull all the trump. He might be able to start taking his 3 hearts. He might go after clubs, but then he's going to have trouble trying to guess the clubs, right? Because your partner has the ace jack and you haven't led the 9. So either he might lose 2 clubs or he's going to get tapped. When your partner gets in, they have to continue the diamond again. So you are going to set the contract down 1. We all like it when it's down 1 for the declarer. All right, let's take a look at the next one. 1 no trump, 3 no trump, a simple auction. And here is your hand. What lead would you make? And what is your reasoning? Did you think about it? Okay, let's see what I would do. Well, this hand, you also have to think bridge. You only have 3 high card points, and the auction has gone 1 no, 3 no. So South has limited their hand 15 to 17, and North had no slam interest, so your partner's marked with cards. They also didn't have a statement auction. Well, you could lead 4th best or top of a sequence, or you could lead your 4th best heart. Okay, either one might work, but you have no entries. You have to think about it. So you know for sure your partner has long spades. You can tell from the auction. They didn't stamen. They didn't try for any major suit holding. So in this case, your partner has spades and they rate to have entries. So lead your singleton. It's a very unusual lead to lead a singleton into the no trump contract, but look how beautifully it works here. Your partner can knock out the spades. They do have 6 of them, got lucky on this, and they have an entry. So it's true that you could have led a club, but you're never going to get back in to be able to take or enjoy your clubs. Your partner needs a whole lot of help for you to do that. And you could have led your 4th best heart. But on this case, again, you do not have the entries. Your partner rates to have the points. So let them take the contract and let them have the suit. Okay, so try and find partner when you don't have any points or any entries. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, here the auction has gone. South is opened a spade, North 2 clubs, South 3 clubs, and North settled on 4 spades. Okay, what lead would you make on this hand? And what's your rationale or reasoning for it? Let's take a look. You have lots of different possibilities. What would you lead? I know what I'd lead. If you listen to the auction, North bid 2 clubs. Now, sometimes when they bid 2 clubs, they don't have 4. They might not. Some have a new system where 2 clubs is any game forcing hand. But standard players would play the 2 clubs is usually at least 4. And in this case, they do have 5. But South supported that. So that's usually at least an 8-card fit, if not a 9-card fit. And you hold 4 clubs. So your partner rates to be short in clubs. But it's not sufficient or it's insufficient to just hold 4 clubs and lead a club. You hold the key card. You hold the master trump, the ace of spades. So you know that you're getting in right away to be able to give your partner those roughs. So I would put a club on the table and I would lead small. And your partner is going to know you don't have anything in the suit. But when you get in with the ace of spades to give him a rough, you're going to play another small club. That should be a suit preference card, meaning between hearts and diamonds, you want him to return to you a diamond to get the next rough. So you would lead the 3 of clubs, and declarer is going to win the club trick and start playing spades. And you take the first spade, depending on which hand he starts with. You rise with the ace if he starts it from the south hand, and you play your next little club, the 5. And your partner's going to rough it, and he should come back the diamond. Okay, and you're going to win the ace of diamonds and give him another rough. and down 1, because you were so smart that you listened to the auction. You were thinking bridge. Take a look at the next one. Okay, south opens a heart, and north bids 2 clubs, and south bids 2 no, and north raised to game 3 no. Okay, what would you lead here? Now think about some of the things I said before you make your decision. What would you lead? You could lead top of a sequence here, top of a long suit. You do have Jack 10 third of diamonds and Jack 10 9 of diamonds, so you do have a sequence. And you also have the Jack of hearts. What do you think? Well, I can tell you that south bid hearts, so I wouldn't lead hearts. And north bid clubs, so even though my sequence in clubs is better than my sequence in diamonds, I also have long spades, but again, I only have 3 high card points. So even though your knee-jerk reaction would be to lead a spade because you have length, how are you going to get in? You're playing your partner for ace, king, third, or fourth in order for that to be right. You have to play your partner for points again. They have the high cards. So now there were 2 suits bid and you have long spades. So perhaps your partner has long diamonds. You want to try and find them so that they can take the tricks and set the contract. It's very unlikely with your lack of entries that you're going to be able to do anything with the spade suit. It could be right, but the percentages say that your partner has long diamonds. So put the Jack of diamonds on the table. And as you can see, he's a wonderful partner. He has 5 diamonds and he has an entry as you expected. You wanted to find partner, right? Because you wanted to find his long suit because he holds entries. Well done if you thought of leading the Jack of diamonds. Okay, let's take a look at the last one. Okay, it's gone 1 no trump by south, and north transferred to 2 spades, and now bid 3 no. Okay, what lead would you make, and what is your reasoning? Think bridge, think bridge. You have lots of possibilities again. What should you be thinking about with your hand? You do have 4-4 in the minors. You could lead one of those. They did transfer to spades. What are your thoughts? My thoughts again are that I have only 5 high card points. And before I show you the whole hand, what else do I know? I want you to start thinking about it. What do we suppose about the spade suit? Remember, South did not raise after the transfer, and you have 3 spades. I would be thinking what? I would be thinking that the spades are breaking 3-3, right? So they're breaking well for the declarer. He's going to be able to set up his spades suit in chick-chock time. So I have to be aggressive. I need to make a lead where we can collect our tricks faster than slower. So let me take a look at my minor suit holdings again. I need a lot of help in those for that to be right. It could be right. And look at my partner does have 4 diamonds with me if I chose to lead a diamond, even though my clubs are a little better. But again, my partner rates to have what? They rate to have the points. They have more points than I do. They didn't stop and look for slam. And as you can see, partner does have points. So I'm trying to find partner's length again because he has the entries. So even though it's unusual again to lead an unsupported ace, this time I'm not trying to tap partner because we're in no trump. So it's not about tapping, but it's trying to find partner. And partner rates to have long hearts because North just showed a transfer. He did not show a 2-suited hand with spades and hearts. He doesn't have 4 hearts. So I only have 2. My partner rates to have 4 or more hearts. So here I go. I'm going to lead the ace of hearts and continue a heart. And voila, It's going to work out very well, as you can see. My partner is going to be able to win either the second heart if Declare ducks the heart. He'll win the queen and continue a heart. And he's got the ace of clubs entry. And we'll be able to set the contract because I was thinking bridge and not just listening to the rules of fourth best. I was trying to work out from the auction and my hand pattern what to do to set the contract. It doesn't always work, but it sure helps a lot if you think bridge. Well, I hope you had fun with the tips today. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. And if you have any topics for lessons that you would like to have for your bridge tips, feel free to let me know. And I hope you have a wonderful bridge day and you enjoyed this lesson. Thank you for watching.